There, Mike.
Where?
Everywhere.
Today we are cracking open the blueprints for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Which animatronics are guaranteed to return, who's lurking in the shadows, and which fan favourite might just crawl in for a cameo. That's right, you've stepped inside the Fear Factory, the home of horror speculation. We don't just react to what's coming up, we dream it up, from slasher kills to disaster scenes, franchise reboots to sinister post-credit stings. This is where twisted horror theories come to life. Let's not waste any more time, because today we are ranking every animatronic we think could show up in FNAF Movie 2, breaking down what makes them terrifying and asking the only question that really matters: who's getting rebuilt for round 2? This second movie has a new coat of paint, literally, with the toy animatronics showing up all over the teaser posters and trailers. But while the toys are the stars, it's the withered animatronics that fans are really hoping to see. They're never called that in game, but we all use that term, and even if they haven't shown up in the marketing yet, they're the most likely to appear, torn. Considering that the building crumbled with the animatronics inside at the end of the first movie, it would make sense for them to come back damaged. That continuity actually gives them more story weight than in the game, where they needed lore backflips to explain the downgrade. And let's be real, after all that setup with the ghost kids in the first movie, there's no way they're not coming back. Possible next trailer cameo? Seems like their vibe. Next up, the Titan himself, Golden Freddy. He's already been teased in the first film, but barely explained, so it makes sense to bring him back in a bigger way this time. We still don't know which kid possessed him, how he connects to the others, or what rules even apply to his appearances. All of this makes him one of the biggest wildcard threats in the sequel. Whether he stays spirit-like or shows up in a more traditional FNAF 2 style, either way, you don't make a Freddy sequel without Golden Freddy. Here's where things get a little tricky. The puppet, or the marionette, is one of the most important characters in the series. He's the reason any of this happens. He literally gave life to the others, so with Golden Freddy already introduced, it's logical for the puppet to follow. But here's the problem: how do you portray this thing in live action? It's tall, black, he has a mask for a face and moves like a mix of Slender Man and spaghetti. Unlike Freddy or Foxy, he has no facial movements, just a blank stare. Some fan animators have shown how he might move, but our take? Keep him mostly in silhouette. Show the motion in the darkness. Let the white mask peek through and do all the work. Getting the puppet wrong could seriously pull people out of the movie, but getting it right, well, that would be iconic. Bloomboy had a jump scare gag in the first movie, but now the real one is officially in. He showed up in the teaser and fans immediately clocked the upgrade. So why the switch? Probably a case of, just in case this was the only movie, they added him in early. But now the filmmakers have room to breathe and bring BB back. He's not really a lore character, but he's visually distinct and just annoying enough to leave an impression. Expect him to mess with the electronics, flashlights, batteries, or just Mike's sanity. This is a deep cut, but hear us out. The Endoskeletons deserve a moment to shine. These bare metal freaks crawled through the vents in FNAF 2 and have been creepy background elements since day one. We even saw some backstage in the training tapes during the first film. Now imagine one of them powering up and crawling across the floor like it's forgotten how to be human. That's nightmare fuel without needing any lore. Yeah, naked robots are still scary. Now one of the most bizarre additions in FNAF 2 and maybe the most supernatural, Shadow Freddy and Shadow Bonnie haunted the player by randomly appearing and disappearing with no explanation. Fans have since turned them into lore-heavy icons. Will the movie go this ghostly? It's hard to say. Golden Freddy is already pushing things, but if they do appear, expect it to be fast. A flicker, a hallway blur, one of those "wait, did you see that?" moments. Yeah, so even rarer than the Shadows, JJ and Dee Dee. These Bloomboy offshoots started as glitches and cameos in the games, and Dee Dee got a bit more attention in Ultimate Custom Night. Do we expect them in the sequel? Well, not really, but if they do show up, it will be like Bloomboy in movie 1, a jump scare, a camera pan, or even a post-credit scene. Okay, so here's the part where we start to get a little bit speculative. Springtrap was in the first movie before he technically existed in the timeline, so why is stopping them from going off book again? Lolbit. A weird mangle variant with fan favourite energy. Nightmare animatronics could be used in a dream sequence like how the kids were visualised in the first movie. OG Cupcake became a superstar, so it makes sense for Toy Chicas to get some attention too. That's right, this sequel has the space to surprise us, so even if they aren't necessarily expected, we wouldn't be shocked if any of these guys showed up. So, who are you dying to see in FNAF 2? Did we miss someone? Will they be able to pull off the puppet without breaking the internet? Which animatronic would make you rage quit if they left them out? And hey, could Blumhouse be hiding a few fake outs in that trailer? Drop your theories in the comments down below. We will read them all. And if you're hungry for more horror speculation, you know where to find us. Right here in the Fear Factory at Oddly Horrific. Keep it spring locked, keep the doors closed, and keep the lights on. Ah, damn it.